wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. And we are making our way, and I hope you're making your way so that you can do better in your day to day life. Stay safe, stay healthy, be prepared, and get it's not too late. Uh, Katie, hi, Katie. Good morning.
Hi, Dr. Garko. Good morning.
Um, could you check fall ends, winter begins, and all of that? The specific dates. This is going to become important. Um, it is not only important, it is vital to understand what is going to unfold here and what we can expect to happen in the next several weeks. Uh, yeah,
It says
it,
fall
it's
ends on December 21st.
fall ends when?
December 21st?
Uh-huh. And winter begins the next on that day, yes?
I believe so. I'm going to double check. But I think the day fall ends, winter begins, but I'll double. Maybe there's just
Yeah.
a few days of nothing.
I seems like there's a lot of those kind of days these days. A few days of nothing. Oh my goodness. Yes. I You have to be mindful. Let me ask you, would you ever go into a battle if you were not prepared? And that can mean a lot of things. Do you have your proper weapons? Do you have enough nourishment and supplies to take with you into that battle? Because it may last for a while, right? Are you uh do your weapons work? Are you really fit to fight the battle? Think about that. That's a war metaphor. There's a they're okay. People seem to grasp those. And so what I'm referring to is we've been in a battle for a long time. And now we're getting ready to move into a firefight that's going to take us through the end of fall and into winter. And it's already started. Come winter, this firefight is going to be fierce. I repeat, this firefight come winter will be fierce. It'll be the likes of which maybe some of us have never witnessed. You will have influenza virus going through the community. You will have coronavirus. People will have moved indoors in crowded quarters where the air circulation may not be so good. There will be lots of stress this winter. It always is stressful, even when things are quote unquote normal. Can't be with family. Some are being advised not even to have Thanksgiving together. Stress levels will rise. Sleep insufficiency will rise. Physical activity will decline. Consumption of unhealthy food will increase. This is this is typically what will happen with a lot of people. Psycho-emotionally, people are going to be very upset. Alcoholism, drinking is up. Suicides are up. Depression, anxiety is up. And we're moving into a major, major battle. So you want to go into that battle unprepared. You wouldn't do it if you were in war. Well, you know what? We are. We are at war with a formidable enemy. Again, the likes of which we have not seen in 100 years. It doesn't and it doesn't fight fairly. It doesn't care. And it's just remarkable where we are. I never thought we would be here this way, and I would be saying these things. I thought by now we would have had this thing contained. We would have been on our way to, finding a way back that at least appears like, quote, normal, but we haven't. Other countries have, although there are other countries right now experiencing a rise in infections as well. But we are right now the worst country in the world for COVID-19. So that needs to be said. even if even if I just confirmed what you already know, that's okay. So what did you find, Kate?
Yes, winter begins December 20th.
December 21st. That's what, 4 days before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And boy. Hmm. What do you plan to do for Christmas?
I am not sure. I am gonna
Not
stay
sure.
home. I don't really ever go anywhere for Christmas, so I will be here.
So I'm gonna be out. I think I'm gonna do something. My 30th birthday. I feel like I can't.
Well, you have a new family member on the way.
Yeah, that too. So normally on my birthday, I think this year I think I'm gonna have like all three, both the daughters and my son, and then normally there's basketball on. Like the season doesn't even start until like normally I spend a full day of just watching basketball. They open
Well,
the
you know
presents and
what?
then
Priorities. All I can say is if I were in your shoes, Reginald, I would be huh, mindful of a newborn baby,
oh yeah.
uh, in the house. I would be careful as to, um, I would be very careful. I would take the necessary precautions. Of course, who am I to tell you what to do? But I'm just saying. I
I
said if
mean,
it
you
were
you have a
I.
you're a doctor. You raise your own kid, and like I feel like
Well,
you're
that
pretty
doesn't mean
qualified.
anything.
You're pretty qualified.
Well, I don't want to see you and your family or Katie and her family or anybody. I mean, I was invited for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to decline. Mhm.
I haven't decided. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere. Normally, I go to my grandmother's house. I don't know if I'm gonna be around that many people.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are normally really big. I mean, they're normally big for everybody, but especially Christmas time for me because everybody comes for my birthday,
Mhm.
and that's kind of disrupted,
Well,
because of
I,
COVID
I
and
would
everything.
I would I would encourage them not to do that. That's just me. That's just me. That's my take on it. Come back. Stuart Thompson, our guest today. Looking forward to speaking with him. One of my best pals. Smart, wicked smart, passionate, purposeful, thoughtful, inspiring. You'll see.
The pursuit of a healthy immune system is so important for our long term health. And being healthy for the long term is everyone's goal, right? So, which immune health supplement is recommended for those who also have cardiovascular concerns? Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract. Aged garlic extract, regarded as one of the leading natural heart health supplements, has been clinically proven to help reduce high blood pressure and inflammation. Experts believe this alleviates demands on the body's energy stores, freeing it up to fight invaders. The result? A more responsive immune system. Kyolic aged garlic extract begins with 100% organically grown garlic and is the most scientifically researched, highest quality, and best-selling odorless garlic extract supplement. And for extra support, get Kyolic aged garlic extract Immune Formula 103. Try Kyolic aged garlic extract for a healthy heart and a healthy immune system. Discover more at kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Yesterday, 929 new coronavirus deaths. We lost 929 souls yesterday. 60,500 new cases. Now, I was just saying last week we kept creeping up. I said we're going to get this. Yeah, we're here. There's a grim prediction that it could get up to 100,000 a day. come winter. That's scary stuff. Over the past week, there have been an average of 60,159 cases per day. That's an increase of 36% from the average 2 weeks prior. As of this morning, more than 8,316,000 people in our country have been infected with the coronavirus, and at least 220,900 have passed away. Remarkable. Case numbers are rising exponentially here in our country. In the Midwest, Rocky Mountains are struggling. Remember, back in the summer, they were not in that posture. Now they are. They're struggling to try and mitigate, manage, control these outbreaks. And the national trajectory is just simply not getting better, but it is worsening. So these are harsh realities, but you got, I'll quote Bertrand Russell for the millionth time. I would rather be mad with the truth than sane with lies. Close quote. A leading health expert says U.S. COVID-19 cases will begin to rapidly accelerate in about a week. Figure that we're top 60,000. That figure, as I mentioned just a moment ago, is far and away more. In fact, it's triple what the daily average was back in June. Triple when restrictions had begun to ease. Cases also are rising across Europe. There are cities in the United Kingdom, France, Spain, who are in fact resisting centralized efforts to impose tighter restrictions. Well, that sounds foolish to me. So this gives you a flavor of where we are. And so what do you do about that? Wring your hands, perspire, become anxious, get depressed. Those are not good options. Better options would be try and take charge of your day-to-day life, take charge of your health. That can mean so many different things. As I've discussed on this show every day and have 5 days a week, 15 years. And you can't underestimate nutrition. Just can't. It is a frontline strategy along with your lifestyle activities. Yeah, Katie. I was invited for Thanksgiving dinner somewhere. I don't think I'm gonna go.
I can't say as though I blame you. I mean, better safe than sorry, and I don't think that's a wrong decision at all on your part.
I was listening to a story this morning about a family, a police officer who passed away. He left behind a wife and 3 children. And I saw an interview with her this morning, and the interviewer asked, the reporter asked, "Was your husband healthy? How was he? Was he okay? Did he have any pre-existing conditions?" No, no, he was healthy. He was fit. He loved his kids. He had a great. I mean, looking at the photographs, it breaks your heart. And there are so many. There are thousands of stories like this now. And I looked at him, and it's a big guy, man. He was a big strapping guy. Wasn't overweight, and he didn't make it. And so I look at someone like myself, given my age, given my medical history, given so many variables. I mean, I would be taking. I think I'd be taking a big risk.
That's
But you
completely
know what?
understandable.
What, Katie?
I'm just saying that's completely understandable. I get that mindset entirely.
But even healthy people are at risk. We know this. You can't assume that I'm okay. I'm fit. If I get, I check this. Check my work. Did I hear that there's a country? Is it England that are paying people to get infected?
I'll look
Could
that
you?
up.
I came across that. I was working and I couldn't stop, and I thought I had heard that right. They're paying people to get infected. That's that herd immunity notion. You couldn't pay me. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Not me. LTN, coast to coast and globally. Stuart Comp will be our guest. This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. If there were ever a time to take charge of your health, now's that time, given the U.S. coronavirus epidemic. Earth's Creation scientifically tested Curculife curcumin and its family of products can help you do just that. If you have an inflammation generating condition, such as obesity, heart disease, or diabetes, you are at a greater risk to be infected by the coronavirus. Earth's Creation Curculife curcumin supplement is a patented turmeric formulation with extensive clinical trials. It allows more curcumin to get into your cells to fight inflammation, a hallmark of viral infection. Curculife Plus curcumin is in many of Earth's Creation family of products. Go to inflammationusa.com and protect yourself against the coronavirus. For a limited time, buy any product at inflammationusa.com and get the second bottle at 50% off. Act now. Go to inflammationusa.com.
1250.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. Letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website, letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020, coast to coast and globally. Our guest today is Stuart Tomp. He's a lot of things, but he's vice president of human nutrition. For a great company, one of the CV Sciences, make great CBD oil products. And he's an educator. He's a highly passionate, dedicated person who it's about achievement. I've known him for a long time now. And it's about achievement with this guy. It's about achievement. And he'll make nearly any sacrifice to do something where the achievement is something worthwhile. I've seen him do it. And that's the kind of person you want working for you. That's the kind of person you want to talk with. That's the kind of person that, you take a step back and you say, okay, you live with purpose. You live with a sense of achievement. I think if I gave him the McClellan achievement psychometric test, he would probably score off the chain on that. Stuart Tomp, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Oh, Dr. Garko, thank you for such a warm introduction. I am so flattered, and I have been working on a giant project, to your point, and that is the project in communicating what CBD can really do for society right now in the most succinct terms possible. And I think I came up with it, and you're my communication mentor. Are you ready, Doc?
Lay it on me.
If I can give you 10 days of happiness for $12.99 with Happy Lane, 0.00 THC Cherry Jubilee, 10 days of happiness for $12.99, would you be interested in learning more, Dr. Garko?
Listen, I used to walk into Starbucks and pay $5 for a cup of coffee. Back in the day, imagine that, saying that. So for $12.99, that was I paid $5 for coffee. I'll pay $12.99 to the second power. Heck yeah.
Especially right now with what's going on. I mean, it's hard to make sense of what's going on in the world, but if we could guarantee you 10 days of happiness for only $12.99. That would get your undivided attention immediately, wouldn't it? Communication professor and now nutrition doctor extraordinaire, correct?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Does it work,
Listen,
though, the
Stuart, there's
messaging?
always a faster gun in town. I learned that a long time ago. So it's okay, you know what you know, and you try to help people with it just like you're doing now. So I guess out there in San Diego, you were sitting in your office or some bunker or whatever you all have out there, and you came up with an idea. So we're eager to know what that is.
Well, we've been working on an updated, more accessible version of these hemp products. And the
Hmm.
new line that we've created is called Happy Lane. We sent you anything about that yet? Have you checked that out or heard about that yet?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So the reason this is such a big deal is we're in information overload. There's so much that's impeding our ability to know the role of pay access and how it controls these circulating levels of glucocorticoids, which are the main endocrines. You lose people. We've tried this. I've tried it for years. So we've
Oh
been
yeah,
working on a product.
when you start to talk like that, people's eyes glaze over.
Well, I know I've spent my whole life trying to do it, but bringing passion and excitement, and at least we understand what we're saying. Our scientific medical advisory team, these are visionaries here. We're not making this stuff up. However, in order to break preoccupation, meet the customer where they need to be met, ease the suffering of others, make a difference in the world, we need a product that people can identify with immediately. And when you look at the TV Science Plus CBD product line, it really does lend itself to people that are sort of in the know, people that are a bit more experimental, a little bit more comfortable with taking dietary supplements. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes. I'm looking at some images that you sent me. CV Defend, CV Acute, and so on. Is that where we're headed here?
Well, we're going to do that next. I was just starting with the Happy Lane product, just as an idea. It's been bubbling up, and if you go to our website at tvsciences.com, you'll be able to see some of these Happy Lane products. So this is what I'm sharing this morning is sort of the mainstream idea. It's the mass market version of our product to meet the consumer where they need to be met. And I wanted to juxtapose that against the CV Acute, the CV Defense, and the Plus CBD product because now we're really a bigger company that has a much bigger vision and a bigger portfolio. And so I was excited about 10 Days of Happiness for $12.99 because that can break preoccupation and hopefully get people interested in, I think, the most exciting molecule I have ever seen. I think CBD is the most exciting molecule of our lifetime, and it's been hard to communicate that. When you say 10 Days of Happiness for $12.99, that gets someone's attention a little bit more than trying to explain how CBD works.
So what is what what will bring that 12 days of happiness?
Well, 10 Days of Happiness for $12.99.
I mean,
But
I'm
that
thinking
is
12 days of Christmas.
I did the same thing. I did the same because here's the thing: when you need to chill, here's your daily happy pill, Happy Lane. What we're learning about the way that CBD works is if you were to boil it down to one word, it's happiness. It's happiness. CBD doesn't get you high, it makes you happy. CBD doesn't impair your decision making ability. No, it gives you executive function. It enhances executive function. That makes you happy. If you're a spreadsheet athlete, you want Happy Lane because it has 0.00 THC. You see what I'm saying? When we first
Yes.
started this, Doc, all we had were hemp extracts. That was like cod liver oil in the 1800s. Fast forward now, we've been doing this together now for many years. And 7 years later, now we have pure CBD, 0.00 THC from a domestic source that is organically certified. It's pure CBD. That's different than the hemp extract.
All right. When we come back, we're going to delve into this further. Don't underestimate the concept of happiness. You'll see.
Are you concerned with the change of seasons? Are you looking for a product to support a healthy immune system? Then you must be looking for Oreganol P73, made by North American Herb and Spice, who are a leader in the manufacturing of natural dietary supplements. Oreganol P73 is not your normal oregano. No, Oreganol P73 is made from oregano that grows wild at 10,000 feet above sea level in the mountains of the Mediterranean. That's why it's such a powerful support for your immune system. Try Oreganol P73 today and discover what millions already know during this winter season. To learn more about Oreganol P73, visit your local health food store or our website, oreganol.com. That's oregano.l.com. Act now and feel better today with Oreganol P73.
You experience the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation. And it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website, letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest today is Stuart Tomp. You've heard him now in that one block. He must have mentioned the word happiness I don't know how many times. Now, to some, that may sound like a touchy-feely term and may not have a lot of oomph, you know. Let me see if I can do this quickly. Martin Seligman hasn't, he's in psychology. He's been known as the father of positive psychology. Talks about happiness a lot, and they do in the world of positive psychology. And he makes a difference between talent and having talent and having strength. The strength are your moral traits. Your talent is something that's inherent, right? And so he talks about that. And he sees, and you hear me on this air talking about exercise, sleep, proper diet, healthy lifestyle, all of these components of health, and they are important. And what I'm getting at here is that healthy exercise, proper diet, proper sleep and rest, living a good life depend on your strengths and your virtues as a key to a good life. And it turns out that the signature strengths of everyday life in the main realm of people's lives to bring, to help you achieve is happiness. You may go to the gym and work out. If you're not happy doing that, somehow that's not fulfilling. You may do a lot of things that contribute to your betterment, but if you're not happy underneath, if it's not grounded in happiness, it has an emptiness to it. So being happy, being in a state of happiness is a driving force for all these other things that we do. People have a lot of money, which is an often used example, but many of them are profoundly unhappy. And they have an emptiness in their life, and they can't buy anything to fill the emptiness. So when he talks about happiness, my take on it, one of the most important constructs, one of the most important concepts that we can talk about. Welcome back, Stuart.
Thank you for such an elegant and eloquent explanation. And if you do have as little as $12.99, at least we can promise you 10 days of happiness for $12.99 with Happy Lane.
Well, you can create what's important here, when I reading between the lines of what you're saying, Stuart, is that you can create a sense of happiness, make people, biochemically, psycho-emotionally feel better, feel a better sense of, have a better sense of happiness about them. Is that what I'm hear you saying?
Exactly. Heart coherence, stress response, just complete homeostatic alignment of all cellular communication. Happiness. Got chill? Got chill. That's what you need right now. And so when we reduce it to the idea of Happy Lane gives you 10 days of happiness for $12.99. That's a lot easier than explaining the tonic regulation of GABAergic synaptic activity on vasopressin neurons like cannabinoids. Got it?
That's easy for you to say. People, you're so right about this. You can get into a very complicated, philosophical, scientific discussion of X, Y, or Z relative to health. If people, if they don't understand what you're talking about, it may be you could probably, if you had the answer for mortality and talked in code, and people couldn't understand you, they'd still walk away.
I have to say this. That was happening to me. No, that was happening to me. I'm bald, but I was getting very Einstein-like in trying to explain all of the interconnections. The reason this just grabbed my heart and my curiosity so much was this is an extension of everything that we talked about for all the years we were into omega. What do I mean by that? The body makes these cannabinoids from fatty acids. Let me say it again. Your body makes cannabinoids from fatty acids. You get your fatty acids from what you eat, right? You are not what you eat. You are the byproduct of what you eat that you didn't burn off that's left over. So whatever your leftovers are, make your endocannabinoids. I didn't fully appreciate that, Doc. I got it a little bit. You remember in 2014, this is a great story for anyone who's interested in this. In 2014, do you remember? I think it was 2012. 2012, that first paper from the National Institutes of Health that suggested that it's treating ham and spam and ding dongs and chicken nuggets and hoes and that are all fried in soybean oil, that you're tricking one receptor in the brain. You think you smoke pot, you have munchies like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You remember that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I remember us talking about that, and that's why people eat those foods. It's not satisfying, and they continue to eat more of it. Yes, I remember quite
And
well.
we couldn't. Yes, remember this? And we were having a hard time explaining to people that the National Institutes of Health, their division of alcohol abuse and alcoholism, that their main job was to crack the code of addiction, crack the biochemical code of addiction. And according to George Kunos, MD, and the other experts there, Joe Hiblin, Chris Ramsden, you've now known some of these people. The number one thing that we are addicted to in America is food. The number one thing we're addicted to is food. These folks at the National Institute of Health, your money and my money and our tax money, figured out that the more soybean oil you can actually to the cannabinoid binding 1 receptor, same receptor in your brain that THC, when you smoke pot and get the munchies. Now that's not a joke. Your 90-year-old relative in the IC won't eat. THC is responsible for what we're doing, taking this thing out of the dark, right? Shining the light on all of this. When you isolate THC by itself without any THC at all, that might be the happy molecule. Not THC might be the one that gets high. The happy molecule. You can explain to people that THC not only is a happy molecule, but here's the best part. It enhances your body's other happy molecules.
We'll find out what that is. We'll be right back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnatural.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Tired of not having enough energy to exercise and be physically active? OptiNos first creation to help recharge your body, energy it needs to live a physically active life. OptiNos does 3 things to help energize. First, it increases nitric oxide, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your cells. Second, OptiNos helps create ATP, the body's energy. Third, OptiNos reduces lactic acid buildup, which causes exercise-associated muscle soreness. So turn on your body's energy switch, OptiNos. Start living a physically active life. Get OptiNos at shop.ecUSA.com. shop.ecUSA.com. For a limited time, use promo code EC and get $10 off your first order. Promo code EC. The sooner you use OptiNos, the sooner you will feel better about yourself and your body.
Nutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website, letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition for this second hour with our guest today, Stuart Tomc, who is the Vice President for Human Nutrition at CV Sciences. It's a very innovative company. They've been on the front end of the effort, since the beginning to educate the general public and consumers of dietary supplements about CBD oil and what it is, how it works, its medicinal properties. Uh, they've made an extraordinary. I mean, they use the best of the raw materials. They've made extraordinary efforts to educate um, the public about this compound. It is really remarkable, and you know the science is growing every day to support what we know about how it behaves, and it really just how can I put this? It was like a tsunami wave hitting the natural products industry, and in one way that's a good thing. In another way, it really spawned a lot of nonsense and a lot of products that really are just that nonsense. And I'm sure there's well over 1,000 different products out there. I'm sure of it. Uh, and buyer beware. I know that's cliche, but you better beware. And I can come on this air and with 100% confidence say to you, you have one less thing to worry about. If you're looking for CBD and you select CV Sciences products, that's one less thing for you to worry about. You don't have to worry about a flawed product with lousy raw materials, with a lousy process to make the product, and some flim flam formula, whatever. I don't know what they're doing out there. It's craziness. And Stuart's absolutely right. You will feel the difference. I did immediately. My first experience with CBD was at a trade show, and I'm standing in this crowded hall. There may have been, I don't know, 50, 60,000 people in there, maybe 20,000 supplement company. It was crazy. And I'm standing there talking with Stuart, and he had this little jar, and he had like a little stick, a stir stick. And he said, Doc, I want you to try this. And he opened, and I trust him explicitly. I didn't know it was in it. It was a little jar. And so he unscrews the lid, and he takes some out, and he said, put this in your mouth. And I did. So we're standing there talking, and after a while, he said, how you feel? I said, I feel like I'm gliding. I feel smooth. No turbulence. I just leveled right out. I'll never forget that moment. In the midst of all this confusion and stress and people walking by and, just, how human beings are when you get about 60,000 of them in a big room. And I was just, I was so even and so balanced. And now that he talks about it, happiness, I didn't think about it that way. I wasn't jumping up and down with happiness, but I felt better. Stuart, welcome back. You remember that day?
Doctor. I remember that day, and what you just said there, Doctor. You just felt better. That is true. That is not false. That is not misleading. We can scream that now from the mountaintop. You felt better. And now that we can say to people, we can give you 10 days of happiness for only $12.99 with Happy Lane. Choose 0.00 THC. Cherry Jubilee, because now we know more. Now we know that some people just want that happy, I feel better, I got chill, Happy Lane. And some people like the more broad spectrum, full spectrum gold formula like you took that day. And so we were able to learn about that in less than a decade. You remember how long it took for them to parse that out? From omega-3, from cod to fish, to EPA, to DPA to DHA, You remember how long that took to elucidate the difference
Yeah.
between the different fatty acids, different structures, and different functions. We had to do that with cannabinoids in a very short period of time while we were also stressed out.
Yeah. I do.
That's why
It
we're
did
slowing it down
it
now.
did take a it did take a long time. You know, you when did you get involved? When did you move to St. When was that? 5 years ago or more?
No, it's 6.5 years ago now. 2014,
6.
June of 2014. That's about how long it takes. We're just starting to make sense of this. CBD is different than THC, is different than terpenes, in different ratios of different cannabinoids and terpenoids in different people at different times, based on different set and settings, based on different diets, different lifestyles, and different genetics, do different things in different people at different times. That's a heck of a mouthful. 10 days of happiness, $12.99 is a lot easier than that.
And so is this product, is it chewables? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, we have a soft gel, we have a chew, we've got gummies, the Happy Lane. If you can check, everyone can check it out. It's CB Science. All it is it's our entire idea of our CBD, but at 0.00 THC. Here's the reason why. You know the FDA is going to do everything it can to shut this down. You know, I'm not Pollyanna, as excited as I get. I'm not. You know the FDA is trying to shut this thing down right now. You know that, right, Doc?
I do.
CBD. I'll say it. They're doing everything they can to shut it down. And if they do, the FDA is going to come back and say the only way you can have CBD is at 0.00 THC.
Well, you
If
got
they come
that.
back the way that I think. Huh?
You got that. You have it.
And
You
I
have it.
believe that's where the puck is moving.
Well, aren't you there?
Oh, yes, no, totally. But that's why I want people to listen closely. Happy Lane is our new product line. 0.00 THC. That gold oil that you took that day, remember, that was made from hemp at 0.2% THC, the dry weight. That does not equate to 0.00 THC in the finished product. And the FDA and the DEA, they're very, very smart. Very smart. Okay? And even though the hemp plant is no longer a controlled substance, and everyone agrees trace amounts of THC from hemp are totally lawful, technically they are, FDA's involved. And mark my words, they're probably going to come out and say, guys can have hemp at a certain amount as long as it's safe and it's natural, not synthetic, and cannot exceed 50 parts per million of THC in your urine if you want a THC claim and product. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you're there. You're not nothing for CV Sciences to worry about. You've been able to achieve that.
Totally, but we have options now. And I want people to understand this is a really nuanced, fluid dynamic. You know, when we were trying to explain the difference for all those years on this show between the red label and the hemp extract and the extra strength, now we have max strength. These are tools in the toolbox, a toolbox that was illegal and technically still is. Let's face it, these products are not regulated the way that they will be, and that's what Dr. Darko's warning is. I've seen so much bad CBD in the market, I can't blame
And
the
we'll find out what that is.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's take, SOLUS.com.
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jaroprobiotics.com.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. You know, back in the day, years ago, Dr. Linus Pauling talking about vitamin C, and you know he was a two-time Nobel Prize winner. Now, many things he said about vitamin C were true. Many things he said about and did with vitamin C, I would respectfully question taking 20 grams of vitamin C at a time. No, that's not working. And for a lot of reasons, that's a story for another day. Nevertheless, the general public grasps the idea of vitamin they got it. They incorrectly thought it was the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D, but nevertheless, they could get it. They could understand, oh, vitamin C, vitamin oranges. And they were able to make connections in their everyday life. Consequently, they went out and bought it, and there was no controversy, really, quite frankly. Now we fast forward decades later to another century, and now we have another C word, cannabinoid. And it's not like vitamin C in terms of trying to get the public to understand and educate, and to get the government to understand, and to get the government to uh, regulate it in a way that's fair, sensible, and so that it ultimately benefits the consumer. It has been a 5-car train, plane, boats wreck. I mean, every vehicle is involved in this collision, and it's a mess. Throw in thousands of products that are out there, much of which is junk. Stuart, welcome back. You may not agree with that characterization, but that's sort of how I look at the landscape, and that's what I see. I see, like in one of those Mad Max movies, a devastated landscape, fusion, craziness, and whatnot.
No, you are 100% right. I just looked at the reports that are coming out of failed products. When I mean failed products, there has been no barrier to entry. There's been no barrier to entry. Anyone and everyone has and can start a cannabinoid because it's not officially regulated yet. Now, want to get into the bigger stores like has, trust, they've got quality control, quality assurance, they've got lawyers, they've got regulators, and that doesn't stop people from trying. So what we're doing here at CV Science remains one of the most controversial and help people understand that hemp is different than high ganja, and that cannabis products are different than hemp products. Check, did that. Your point, now need people to understand that is the happy molecule. CBD will be recorded on the World Health Organization's list of life-saving drugs. Watch. The reason it's a pile-up, a car crash, a train wreck, a nightmare, is because they'll end up on the list of the World Health Organization's life-saving drugs, and it's also naturally occurring in hemp that's ditch seed that we use to make rope that if we didn't have, we would have lost the Second World War. Drafts of the Constitution are written on hemp, and so is Betsy Ross's flag. Okay? We've got now a plant that goes from farm to pharma, from farm with an F to pharma with a that's worth trillions with a T, and that's why people are very, very scared and confused about what to do, and that's why we thought let's simplify it and tell people CBD happy, CBD happy, happy lane, 10 days of happiness for $12.99. If you want to dive into the mechanisms of action, I implore you, I beg you, go to pubmed.gov, pubme.gov. I was reading recently about vasopressin, which is just so exciting if you're into that, and how cannabinoids work to help regulate this synaptic tonic activity, which essentially helps dictate your attitude and your mood. So it's much easier to say Happy Lane CBD, 10 Days of Happiness, $12.99. And Katie, it's been a while since I've heard your voice. Have you been following our CV Sciences on YouTube? Have you been following the Lex Files? Have you seen how the YouTube has blown up? Katie, you're on the spot. Tell us.
I do. I'm subscribed to CV Sciences on YouTube, so every time you guys post a video, I get a notification on my phone, and I'm like, oh, what are they up to this week?
Have you noticed how crazy the subjects are?
Yeah, you guys aren't afraid to touch on anything, though, and I love that. I love how...
Okay, did you hear that?
Yeah, you're for it.
So So Katie is inviting you to join our CV Sciences YouTube page because she's listening to stuff. I'll bet you there's stuff on there that you can't believe that I'm not fired yet.
Yeah, that's actually true. You guys dive into some really cool things, though, and you have, like, interesting takes on it, and I like that. I like that you're not afraid to touch on things a lot of people would normally would be afraid to talk
You see that, Doc? How's that, huh?
Yeah, listen, Katie, that's why I wanted Katie to work some more.
No, she's going
I
to
could
test the
count on
water.
her
She'll
to
tell
give
us
you
the
the,
truth.
you know.
Look at Katie. There's so much media that's out there. You know that Lex Files program, that guy's better than anyone that Joe Rogan has on his show talking about psychedelic drugs, even Graham Hancock. You know that, right?
He's really good and he's very educated.
It's true.
Y'all go ahead, keep talking.
That makes you happy. That makes me happy.
Yeah, let's be happy for sure. HAPPY. It's all good.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Marco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website, letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Want to find out more about the show? Visit my website at Let's Talk Nutrition.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, talking with Stuart Tomp. Reggie, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ask Stuart. I want you to ask him, where's the website? And if you can get there, show some of the images of the product. Go ahead, talk to Stuart.
Hey, Stuart.
Hey, Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Reggie.
Hey.
Go to CV Sciences, cvsciences.com. Great to hear your voice.
Good to hear you, too.
cvsciences.com. What's
Yes,
up?
sir. Oh, no, I love the
shop.
energy. Love it.
Go. Hey, Reggie.
Yeah.
Go to cvsciences.com, hit shop, and then scroll down. You'll see the Cherry Jubilee $12.99 Happy Lane CBD gummies and chews. $12.99 Happy Lane CBD gummies. 25 milligram Cherry Jubilee, 10 count Happy Lane CBD gummies. 0.00 THC Cherry Jubilee. 10 days of happiness. $12.99.
Wow.
If you didn't find
Have
it,
you seen it as a
Reggie, then
commercial?
you should just not be here anymore. I think
If you
I
if you
think he
can't
got
find it, you need to get some CBD from CV
Right.
Sciences.
I feel like the directions were
You
very
can't find
very
it?
clear.
You want me to go back? Go to cvsciences.com and hit shop at the top.
Oh, no, I found it. Happy
found it?
Lane
Listen.
CBD soft gels, Jubilee Zero. Yeah.
Cherry Jubilee.
Oh, I see the. Oh, no.
Cherry Jubilee, right? And see, this is the
I see
commercial.
the regular
Have you
ones.
seen the commercial on television? The national commercial? Have you seen the one that says, there may not be a great decision this election, but at least you could be happy making that decision. Happy Lane,
That's
vote.
funny.
Have you seen that commercial? No?
No, I don't watch enough TV, but that's funny.
Oh. It's It's running nationwide. It says, you might not have a great decision this year, but at least you can be happy making that decision. 10 days of happiness for $12.99 with Cherry Jubilee 0.0 THC. It's running nationwide on the airwaves.
Very cool.
That's great. That's good stuff,
That's
man.
funny. That's good
I'm just sitting
marketing.
here listening. It's great. I'm enjoying this.
Got him up.
There you go. There's the package. There we go. Happy Lane gummies.
You see that?
CBD. All
You see
good.
Hey, Doc, doesn't that work? Reggie, does that work? Katie, does that work? That packaging work?
I love it.
Does.
All good, man.
Easier to understand, right?
Yeah. I don't want to put you on the spot. You alluded to some of the products that are out there, and I know you would never mention any product. What are some of the sleight of hand things that are being done with these products that are called CBD product and flooding the market and getting the FDA all on a twist? What's going on out there?
Hey, it's the twist. You're right. It's the twist in the molecule. Now listen to this. CBD may survive the plant. Talking about the green thing growing outside. But does that mean it survives the plant? The big stainless still saying the distillation machine that you're running it through, it survives the plant, but does it survive your plant? Or does it come out all messed up and bent and wrong and twisted? And if it does it then not do what it's supposed to do? That's why FDA is upset. They're testing this stuff all over the place. They're going to gas stations, they're going to donut shops, they're going to video stores and seeing people. There are still some video stores. They made a comeback, right? And they are all selling CBD. It's unregulated, and 90% of it is.
See, that's what happens. Y- You know, the FDA, it's a big flashing red light for them when they see this, and in a way, I can understand why they're so concerned, right? I mean, I sort of get it. Um, however,
Reggie,
uh,
everybody? Yeah?
what's that? What's that,
Yeah.
Stuart?
No, I'm saying everybody understands. That's why it's hard to do the show and not sound like I'm trying to sell. I'm just scared to death that they're going to take CBD away. So I'm staying happy 10 days at a time for $12.99 with Happy Lane, and it's accurate and it's right. And I hope people understand. Just because it survives the plant doesn't mean it survives your plant. You can read online about all 80 to 90% of the stuff is failing label claims. No wonder the FDA wants to shut it down. You can't let that happen.
And what Stuart's saying, it may survive the plant. What it's not surviving is what these companies do to the raw material in their plants, where they manufacture it, and the molecule comes out all twisted and bent, as Stuart says. And the FDA is concerned. That's why you need a reputable. Listen, this is it in a nutshell. CV Sciences is out. They're open. See, the FDA knows they exist. You don't think they've looked at their products?
Oh, we're registered with them.
Okay, you're registered with the FDA. You went to their house. Hello.
They
We'd like
came
to
here.
register,
We want
please.
this to be regulated.
Okay, good. I mean, you have nothing. At the end of the day, many of these companies and these products are going to go in vaporize. They're going to disappear one way or another, either because they won't be able to make money or because the FDA is not going to be able to is not going to let them make money and they're going to shut them down. You mark my words, CV Sciences will be the last CBD company standing because they're doing it
here's the
right.
thing.
They
No,
did
to
it
your
right
point.
from the beginning. They're doing it right now. They'll continue to do it right. You can't.
This will be regulated.
It will be regulated. You're right. It will be regulated. You know what? You guys are good. CV Sciences.
Right. We're happy about that.
You know, when you started 6.5 years ago, there were a handful of companies. Now, there are more companies out there selling what they call CBD products than I have since. And it's insane. The consumer thinks they think like it's vitamin C. Vitamin C is vitamin C. No, this is different, man. This is far more complicated than vitamin C. Okay? This is a different narrative. It's a different concept. Everything's different. A different context, all different. And, I've done many shows, even when Stuart's not here, talking about CV Sciences and their CBD oil products. And listen, I have a reputation, I have a brand, and I got to sleep at night. And I don't need to be worried about my talking about a company that is questionable. I'm not going there. Life is too short. And if anybody knows that, I do. And I'm not going to waste it on misrepresenting or leading you, the listener and the viewer, down some primrose path. I'm just not going to do it. And, that's it. And I don't care. It's the right thing to do. And you got to do the right thing even when nobody's looking. We come back, we're going to talk. How much more time we have in this?
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarrodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarrodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarrodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jarroprobiotics.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's take, SOLUS.com.
What?
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
All right, so here's the LTN health question of the day. This is going to be simple. What is the name of the new product line from CV Sciences? I'll give you the first word in the name, then you finish it. Happy blank. That's it. What's it called? Happy blank. Fill in the blank. Here's a number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
There you go. Stuart, welcome back. This has been fun. How are you all doing? How are you? You know, I apologize. I didn't ask you how you're doing. How are you?
I'm having a renaissance. We're having a renaissance.
Okay.
This is a really unique and scary time for the world, and we're showing up.
Yeah. Well, somebody wants to talk to you. Katie, you go ahead, introduce him, put him on.
Well, his name is Nelson. That's what I know.
Hey, Nelson.
That's all you know?
That's all I know. I probably was not the best person to introduce him.
Nelson, I apologize for keeping you waiting in the wings. I was on a different computer. I was on the computer, but I was on a different screen and I didn't see it. So my apologies. I deeply apologize.
No worries. I met Steve. Is Steve still on the call? Because I met Steve in San Diego.
Oh, Nelson. How
Small
you
world.
doing?
Just a small world.
Nelson.
That's all it is. Yes.
What's going on, Nelson?
Nothing much. It's I live in San Diego. I'm here for a bicycle race here in Florida. I was on a doc show a couple of years ago, but you and I met with a mutual buddy that represents your product, Chris DeRoma, out of Florida here, and he was in San Diego visiting and had meetings with you guys in the company and did the tour, and I was supposed to come do the tour with you, so you owe me a tour.
Hey, well, next time you come out here, we'll take you around the laboratory. We'll show you how we make it.
I arrive home on Tuesday night from Florida, so maybe next week my wife and I will come and do the tour with you guys. But I'll keep in touch, and I have your number through Chris DeRoma. And I just want to tell you and all the listeners out there, I've been using religiously as a bicycle race. I've crashed many years ago, and I've been using a roll-on, the CBD roll-on, on my shoulder because I've had a little stiffness, pain, kind of. I don't know what it is, one of those things, but mentally, physically, it makes me feel better. I roll it on. I do my 2-hour bike ride. I don't have that sore stiffness, and it's working. It's actually, I feel a difference from when I don't use it.
Nelson was on my show many years ago, Stuart, and he mentioned Chris DeRoma. Listen, as far as Chris DeRoma is what a great person he is, a wonderful fella. And Nelson's a great guy, good athlete, terrific athlete. And Nelson, that was a long time ago when you were on the show.
It was, and I'll help you out here because I can't remember the lady's name when I answered the phone. But for the listeners out there, my name is Nelson Vales, Olympic and World Cycling Champion. First and only African American to win a medal in cycling in the Olympics, followed by Major Taylor in the World Championships. And I'm here for a health and fitness event in Sebring, Florida.
See, and
Nelson! Happy Lane!
Happy Lane. I started the show talking about achievement with
Nelson!
Stuart. I mentioned that Stuart is into achievement, and so are you, Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
You've achieved something that very few people have ever been able to do, and you've overcome obstacles that many could never overcome. And I have such deep regard and respect for people such as yourself, and especially for you and what you've been able to achieve. It's not just about a medal. it's not just about coming in first for you. I know that. It goes far, far deeper. It goes to the core. If I had to hazard a guess of what you are as a person.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for those kind words. And I try
Yeah.
to stay grounded with the new generation of cyclists that are out there, the new generation of the health and fitness community. And, from my achievement and accolades in the past, it helps today's world in how we modernize ourselves and keep up with just what's going on, pandemic wise and just health and fitness wise. So many more people pandemic are out doing healthier things, and it's so important that we talk about this and the health products. And I enjoy your show. I learn a
Oh,
lot every time I do listen when I'm passing through town, and it's a great honor to be on your show.
oh, listen. I am just a mere messenger. That's all I am. I am. You're people like you, such as you. You make a difference. Um, Winning that medal and do. I mean, it means it's so meaningful. Um, uh, and I could go on about that for a long time. And I appreciate you. I appreciate what you've been able to accomplish.
Thank you.
And I know your family's proud of you and your friends. And it may have been a while back, but that never goes away. It never goes away.
It never
And so
goes
you've
away
made
with
it.
today's generation. That's why this event is taking place. I'm out at not to publicize, but any of the listeners, if you're going to
Please go
head
ahead.
out and join me for this bicycle ride, I'm staying at the end at the lakes out of Sebring. It's a big deal weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the race, indoor ride, and I'll get GFNY product, GFNY Sebring bicycle event. It's like a Boston, New York Marathon. You have the elite riders in the front and they race it, and then you have us, the retired professionals, in the back that's riding it, for the health and fitness part of it. And that's where
Yeah.
I come in to lead the new demographic, the new generation of cyclists, and people that want to just enjoy the outdoor life of fitness, not be confined. How's that?
There you go. Well said. And
Nelson, that's awesome. Hey, Nelson, would you please
Yes,
give
sir.
Katie the address of where you're staying so I can send a care package to you? And let's thank Chris DeRoma, all of us on the air. We love you, Chris. And thank you, Nelson, so much for
Yes.
your example and calling in right now. We're here because of people
Yes.
listening. And you were listening today, and you helped people your whole life.
Yeah, this is so great, man. This is all good. Stuart, thank you so much. I love you, brother. Nelson, thank you so much. I love you too. And tell Chris that I think about him and I love him. And you all take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Be careful. And because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.